And welcome to another really cool tool that you can use on Polymarket. As many people know, Polymarket is very sentiment driven. There are insiders, there are smart traders, there's more information coming in the market. However, what matters at the end of the day is going to be the sentiment of the users, as reflected in comments on Twitter and other social media platforms. I have an extraordinarily cool free tool that I want to show you guys that you can very quickly use to trade Polymarket. This video is only gonna be 5 minutes because I know that the shorter ones do better. So we're gonna do 5-minute alpha. If you like what you hear today, definitely join the Discord because we have so much cool stuff to check out. A lot of cool tools. Lord Miles is a very popular market right now. You can see right here, these are the prices that have changed. One thing that I want to show you is the sentiment of the topic of Lord Miles. And more specifically, if we look at the sentiment here of this Polymarket market, you can see media types. All media types are selected. So this is really going to be scrolling every single source of sentiment, as you can see right here. Let's go look at sentiment such as emotional reaction and just the results over time, okay? So results over time, we can clearly see that there's a peak here. This is really interesting. There was a peak here, and essentially this would have been the absolute best time to sell, to buy no, essentially. Or sorry, to buy yes. Because this was actually peak fear in the market. So if we think about this market, such as greed means that the yes price is going to be very high, and fear means that the yes price is going to be very low. Well, relatively speaking, if we have a lot of fear in the market and that yes price is very low, it'll probably be a good time to pick up yes shares, as you can see here. 82% of results at this time were negative. Yeah, this was surrounding the chance that he was potentially dead, which he is not. But let me show you what happened in the market. This is on UTC time, and it's going to say 3 or 4 o'clock was the peak, 3 or 4 o'clock UTC. And 3 or 4 o'clock UTC is midnight Eastern time, okay? Because Eastern time is just 4 hours before UTC, okay? So if you see here, that's when the highs happen. Now, midnight of last night was right here, right there. The market top. The market bottom for yes and the market top for no. So to make it simpler for you to look at this. So you can see that we tanked right here. Now, when did the market start to come back? As you can see right here, sentiment speaking wise. Well, it bottomed out at midnight, 11:30 midnight really, which is again 4 a.m. UTC, 3:30 UTC, right? It bottomed here when we had that peak of sentiment. Then what ended up happening is, look at this. Sentiment began to wane a little bit, as you can see right here. Now, 100% means this is just all negativity, as you can see in the market. So if we put these two together, you can see a lot of people are reacting and looking it up, and they're very, very negative. Great sign to buy. And you can see here, all of that kind of went away a little bit, right? And these spikes actually correspond with changes in price, which is not, surprising at all. But these times back here would have been actually very good to buy no / sell yes. As you can see here, users were very optimistic. September 13th, September 14th, 15th, 16th. You can see the optimism right here where these posts are pretty much all positive. And that was a time that it probably would have been a good time to maybe think about buying no. So this was a bit of a peak, I think like a few days ago. And these are some of the posts on Twitter and some of the things that happened. There really wasn't anything too negative, as you can see. None of this is really too negative. It's a lot of positive and neutral, right? Yeah, that right there, and there's just not much going on. That would have been a great time for you to sell on the 16th, 17th of September. So this tool, very, very, very helpful. You can use it on the 7-day or you can use it on the 1-day. And if you want to have your chart like mine, all you have to click is right here. You click peak detection, you click on, and then it will actually draw the peak and also tell you what happened then, as you can see right here. Look at that. Super cool tool that combines AI with sentiment analysis, crawling the internet, and you can just see so many different things, such as the influencers on Twitter and other platforms that are posting these things about this market and about this man. And yeah, that's gonna do it for 5-minute alpha. Such a cool sentiment tool, really good way that you can trade hype / greed / fear driven markets like this, because this tells you the entire picture, really. Happy trading and best of luck.